Let's log a meal. So you'll click on the plus sign in the bottom right corner and then click on meal. You can choose to skip the photo and just type in the food that's in your meal. We'll start by adding what you had for breakfast. So at the search bar on the top, you're going to type in what you had. I'm going to type in toast, but I want to make it very specific. So I'm going to type Dave's Killer Toast. I'm going to select the 21 whole grains and seeds organic bread. Click on it and then make sure that it's on slices, and you'll type in however many slices you want to have. You'll click the add button in the top right corner and it'll take you back to the search bar where you can add your next food. So our next food item is going to be eggs. You'll click eggs and you'll put in how many eggs that you had. So 2, and then make sure it's large egg or whatever size egg that you have. Next thing we had was avocado. So you'll type in avocado. After you select it, you'll change the serving size to however you measure your avocado. I measure in grams, so I will write that I had 50 grams of avocado and add it to my meal for the day. The last thing I had was strawberries. These you can measure in quantities of large strawberries instead of grams or ounces, but that is up to you. Then you'd select the total amount of strawberries that you've had. Okay, let's review our breakfast. So in the top right corner, you'll click review. And then you can toggle between all of the meals and select breakfast. Then you'll click log in the top right corner to save this meal for breakfast. So we're going to add another meal. We'll add lunch. Again, you can skip the photo and start by typing in what you had for lunch. So we'll say that we had chicken breast. So you'll type in chicken breast. And then I always choose the raw option because it's usually more accurate. Be sure to stay consistent with the serving size. So I choose ounces, and then I had a total of 4 ounces of raw chicken breast. I had potatoes for lunch as well, so I will type in potatoes and choose the first option if that is correct. Again, want to make sure that you're choosing the correct serving size. I measure my potatoes in grams and then type in the total amount of grams for potatoes that you had for that meal. Lastly, make sure that you add whatever sauces that you eat. So I chose ketchup for this meal. And again, adjust the serving size to make sure that it fits the nutrition label and what you're eating. Let's review this meal. Make sure we choose it for lunch, and then let's log it in the top right-hand corner. So you can see that we've logged 2 meals for today. I want you to go ahead and log your dinner and your snacks that you wrote down for the rest of the day. You can also use the barcode function to scan the products in the top right corner and then place the product in front of the camera and click next on the top right corner. Again, be sure that the quantity and the serving size is correct. So click on the item and then verify that 1 cup is accurate or change it. You can also toggle on top between which meal it is and then click log in the top right-hand corner to save that meal. You should have all of your meals logged, but if you need some inspiration, you can click Discover on the bottom right-hand corner, and it'll take you to a list of a bunch of different recipes to choose from. You can also apply a filter to only see a certain meal type. So let's say we want to look at snacks and we have no dietary preferences. We can take a look at all of these options for snacks and scroll through and choose one that is going to be best for you. I'm going to decide on roasted chickpeas, so I will click on it and I can view the ingredients and the directions. To select it, you will click on the top right corner of that recipe and then click log on the top right hand side of the screen. Then you will choose if you want it as a snack or as a meal and then click apply. This will save it to your meals. So you should have all 5 meals logged for the day. Let's talk about how to balance out your macros to meet your daily goals. Go ahead and click where it says 5 meals added, and that will take you to your daily diary. From here, toggle over to where it says details so you can see your nutritional goals for the day. So with the food that you currently have logged, this is the breakdown of your macros. As you can see here, I am under my protein goal by 12 grams. I am over my carbohydrate goal by 34 grams, and my fat goal has been met. Pause this video and write down which macronutrients you're over and which macronutrients you're under. Let's start with protein. So I am under in protein, so I'm going to toggle over to diary on the top. And I'm going to adjust my first protein source, which is going to be chicken breast. So since I'm under in protein, I'm going to up the servings to 5 ounces instead of 4. Then toggle back over to the details, and I can see that I am under by 6 grams, but that is a good enough amount to be at. Now let's take a look at carbs. So I'm over by 34 grams of carbs, so I need to adjust my carb sources. I'm going to start by adjusting the amount of bread that I consumed. So instead of 2 slices, I'm going to drop it down to 1 slice, toggle back over to details, and you'll notice that I'm only 12 grams over in my carbs now. This still hits my daily goal. The last thing I'm going to look at is my fats. So I'm within my goal of fats by only being over by 3 grams. This means that my total daily macronutrient breakdown and caloric goal has been met. This is great. This is exactly what you want to see when tracking your macros. So these foods in these quantities create a perfect day of caloric distribution and macronutrients. So now we want to replicate this day and eat the same foods and in the same quantities every day this week. So to copy this meal to other days, you're going to click on the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner and then click copy to another day. You're going to select the first Monday that your program starts and click copy in the top right-hand corner. This is going to save your meal for the first Monday that you start. Now that we know how to log food and evenly distribute our macronutrients, let's create a grocery list. Follow the steps in the next few slides to create a grocery list and meal prep.